Let's talk about our breath for postpartum. Breath is really important to return back to and to start back with postpartum because breath is the foundation of everything we do. Breath is what really activates and engages our core. And during pregnancy, our breath gets a little bit dysfunctional. Here's why. Because baby is filling up this space, it doesn't allow our diaphragm to descend. So now our diaphragm muscle doesn't have its full range of motion. Then we go through labor and birth where our diaphragm is working a lot. How many times in your life are you breathing for hours on end, deep breaths? Like with labor. So your diaphragms work so hard during labor and birth. And then you go into postpartum, and who has that perfect posture postpartum? None of us. We all end up curling around our baby, and now our diaphragm isn't moving again. So it was trapped up because of pregnancy. It worked really hard, and then we're not allowing it to have range of motion again. So regaining that breath is going to be really vital for returning back to all your other movements. Breath is important for stability of the spine. It helps stabilize, allowing us to use our limbs. It can help calm our body. It helps with activation of the transverse and the pelvic floor, so just those deep core muscles our breath integrates with. So we really want to be using this as the foundation, the start to our postpartum rehab. What I want you to think about is 360 breath. So go ahead and place your hands on the outside of your rib cage on either side, and I want you to take your breath and expand out into your hands. Your rib cage is expanding out, so take a nice deep breath in and exhale passively out. I want you to breathe in through your nose and then out through your mouth. I want you to think about this 360 breath. So we did the outsides of our rib cage. Now I want you to do your front and your back. So now you're going to breathe into the front and the back is going to be your cue. So go ahead and take a nice deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. So you did the outside of your rib cage, front and back, thinking about that 360 breath. If you want to think about your diaphragm, it encases the entire bottom portion of your rib cage. Think about it as an umbrella expanding. Now, early postpartum, it can be really challenging to take those deep breaths in because our core is weaker because it was stretched out. We had our baby and it's still stretched out. So what can be helpful is to actually place some pressure over that region of your body, over your abdominal wall. You can hold your abs together. You can hold your rib cage and your abs together as you work on getting that full deep breath. You can also take your bed. So I'm going to demonstrate with the box here. And you can use your bed to stabilize for you. And so take those deep breaths. Now this stabilization to help with that tension of the abdominal wall that we're missing in those early days is something you don't need beyond the first week, but it can be helpful for you to get those deep breaths because early postpartum in those initial few days, it can feel like hard to breathe. So you're not alone if that is you or that was you. And those are some ways you can help manage so you can get that nice deep breath that your body is needing early postpartum.